Hello dear students, how are you? I hope all are safe and well. Students, today I will teach you chapter 3 of Geography, Volcanoes and Earthquakes. In this lesson, we will study about volcanoes and earthquakes. What is the spotlight? External forces, internal forces, volcanoes, types and effects, earthquakes, causes and effects. These all things we will study in the lesson. The first point is the dynamic earth. What is earth? First of all, we will know about the earth, which is a unique planet, which is never still or quiet. Every day we can see a new change on the earth. Some changes are sudden, while some changes are very slow. The result that after a long time we can see. In these external forces act on the earth's surface to show definite through very slow changes. The mountains, the rifts, valleys, plateaus or highlands are the result of this. All these are not made in one day or sudden. It takes millions of years to take a proper form or shape. Now we will talk about agents of gradation. Okay, what are the agents of gradations? They are steady levelers which are running water, moving ice, wind, sea waves and undergoing underground water. Right? That act slowly to change the major and minor land features by erosion, by weathering, transportation or deposition. The landforms which they form and shape are changed by these agents continuously. Means this process is going on continuously. Right? Endogenic and exogenic forces are collectively called as agents of gradation because these forces act on the surface of the earth. Gradation is of two types. How many types? Two types. When the earth's surface is raised or increased by the agents of gradation, is called aggradation. And when the surface of the earth is lowered by the action of the forces, it is called degradation or denudation. And the process of weathering also works to shape the land. What is weathering? It is of two types, chemical weathering and physical weathering. When chemical reactions primarily involving air, water, dissolving minerals cause the erosion of disintegration of rocks, it is known as chemical weathering. And what is physical weathering? And the physical disintegration of a rock by actual breakdown of separate particles is known as physical weathering. Means actually they are breaking down because of the effect of sunlight, because of water, because of dryness, everything, anything you can say. Right? The running water plays a major role in denuding the earth's surface. The work of a river would form many features. What are those features? The place of originate of a river is called a source, and the place where it meets called mouth. Right? Most of the rivers have their sources in the mountains. As the rivers flow down the slope of land, it erodes its path itself. You know, right? This erosion for a very long period of time results in the formation of a wide depression, which is known as river valley or V-shaped valley. Other features are what it makes from its source to its mouth, which are river basins and terraces, flood plains, meanders, oxbow lakes and deltas, etc. Right? The whir of wind would chisel out sand dunes, right? Mushroom rocks, and unlike rivers, the erosion by glaciers result in valleys called glacial troughs, with steep slides and flat bottom resembles the letter U. Such valley is called U-shaped valley. Sea waves lashing on the coasts create wave-out platforms, cliffs, natural arcs, lagoons, and etc. The internal movement in the earth's crust causes compression of the earth crust. The result of collapsing or folding of the earth crust. This process is called folding, and the mountains fold by the process named as fold mountains. The example of fold mountains: the Himalayas, the Andes, and the Rockies. And sometimes the earth's crust get cracked from inside or fractured due to stress upon the rocks. Then what happens? This causes the earth's crust to break into several blocks. Some blocks are pushed upward while other blocks are pushed down. The uplifted blocks are block mountains. Example: Basin Range of USA, Black Forest and Boscos Mountain in Europe. Right? The blocks that push down from depression, these are called rift valleys. The rift valleys. The example of rift valley: Narmada Valley in India, Red Sea, Dead Sea, etc. Right? Now about volcanoes. What is volcano? We will study about the main topic, volcano. What are volcanoes? What is volcano? The word volcano is derived from where? From the Vulcan, which means the Roman god of fire. A volcano is volcano is an opening of the earth surface where molten rock, hot rock fragments, ash, cinder and hot gases erupt through the earth's crust. This hot molten material is called magma. When magma flows out of the when magma comes out and reaches the earth surface, it is called lava. Lava in the volcano travels through a passage called vent. There is a bowl shaped or funnel shaped formation at the top of volcano called a crater, and on the basis of the frequency of eruption, volcanoes are classified into three types. Right. In this book, you can see on page number 122, active volcano, dormant and extinct. What are active volcano? A volcano which has had at least one eruption during the past 10,000 years is an active volcano. The volcanic activity, like the eruption, may occur anytime. For example, Stromboli and Etna in Italy, and Kilauea in Hawaii are active volcanoes. The only active volcano in India is found on barren island in the Andaman and Nicobar group of islands. Right. Now, second number is dormant. What is dormant? A dormant volcano is an active volcano that is not erupting but supposed to erupt again at any time. These volcanoes are also called sleeping volcanoes. Example, Mount Fujiyama in Japan. Right. Now, number third is extinct volcano. A volcano which has not had any eruption for at least 10,000 years and is not expected to erupt again in comparable time scale of the future is known as an extinct volcano, or it is also called dead volcano, like Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. Right. Now, the distribution of volcanoes, most of the Earth's active volcanoes are located in specific areas. Where these are located in? Right. These are located around in the specific areas which are around the edge of the Pacific Ocean, down the center of the Atlantic Ocean, in southern Europe, down the east coast of Africa, and the reason for the distribution of active volcanoes in these regions is that they are located on or near tectonic plates boundaries, specifically destructive and constructive boundaries. Most of the world's active volcanoes form a circular belt around the Pacific Ocean. That is why this belt is called the Pacific Ring of Fire. The second belt of volcanoes is found along the Mediterranean Sea and is called the Mid-World Mountain Belt. Right. The belt has mostly dormant and extinct volcanoes. Now about earthquakes. What is an earthquake? The sudden shaking or trembling of the earth caused by sudden movement of a part of the earth crust is called an earthquake. Right. The primary causes of earthquakes is the sudden slipping of the tectonic plates against each other. Right. And slipping of the formations along cracks in the earth's crust. This is considered due to constant change is in volume and density of rocks due to the endogenic forces like intense heat and pressure inside the earth. They may also occur at the time of volcanic eruptions or even bomb explosion. Right? The place of origin of an earthquake is called focus. The point of the earth's surface which is vertically above the focus is called epicenter. है ना? Epicenter experiences most damage during an earthquake. What are the effects of the earthquake? Earthquake can damage roads, buildings, railway lines, dams, है ना? Many things it can damage. Like, right, they cause landslides in hilly areas. In hilly areas, if earthquake comes, landslide will be there. If in under sea it will be there, so it will raise what will happen? Tsunami will there. Okay. And depression on the earth's surface, raising of sea floors, etc. These are the effects of earthquake. Severe earthquake causes heavy damage to man-made structures such as bridges, buildings, man-made things, है ना? Resulting in heavy loss of life and property. More devastating features of earthquake are fires and seismic waves. Some incidents in the past involving severe damages in life and property include earthquake in Bhuj. Where is Bhuj? In Gujarat, in India, in 2001 and 2001, and when tsunami also came in India in 2004, right? And in Japan also it happened. And the latest severe earthquake was on 25th April 2015 in Nepal. Right. Now, how to measure earthquake? Right. The intensity of earthquake is measured on Richter scale. The Richter scale ranges from 0 to 9. An increase in the point of the Richter scale indicates that the place of the earthquake is 10 times greater than the previous number. The earthquakes of intensity 6 and above are very destructive. Seismology is the science that deals with the study of earthquakes, and seismograph is an instrument, right, that records the earthquake. Right. The earthquake scientists are called seismologists. Right, students? So this chapter is over. You will read it 2 times. You will watch video also. You will do revision worksheet also. Day by day you will do all the, day wise you will do all the things. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.